welcome back. I'm here for another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less. And today I want to talk about open enrollment. So if you work at a firm that offers health insurance and sort of the full suite of benefits, your email has probably been bombarded with emails about not missing the opportunity for open enrollment, about maybe taking a health questionnaire, and you may be kind of overwhelmed and thinking, I don't have time for this, I'm just going to let it keep what I had last year. Well, that may be an okay answer, although some firms now have gone to where if you don't log in and make a selection, you actually wind up with no benefits, and that can be pretty catastrophic. So the first thing I do is think back about what your expenses have been this year for health insurance. Did you go to the doctor a lot? Do you have any health conditions? Do you have to take any prescriptions regularly? And if the answer is, I don't really do much with the doctor. I go for my annual exam, which, by the way, if you haven't, go ahead and make that appointment. Get your annual exam done. And it's also a good idea to go ahead and get it done, because then you'll know if you are going to have to take any medications that you weren't before, if you need to watch your diet, that sort of thing. So understand what you're spending. And if you don't spend much, then you really might want to consider taking one of the high deductible health plans. I know that can be scary, but especially if you're offered an HSA, which is a health savings account. That's money that you can put in, and it goes in there before federal tax. If you live in a state that has state income tax, it's before state income taxes, and it's even before FICA or Social Security taxes. So it's triple tax-free, that money that goes in there. And you can use it to offset any deductibles, but if you don't use it, many times you have the option to invest it, and it can grow, and it can help you pay for healthcare if you retire before Medicare or something like that, or even use it when you're past 65 to pay for your Medicare supplements and things. So it's a great option to use, and you don't need to pay for a very expensive health plan if you don't really go to the doctor a lot. But you also, especially if your employer is changing insurance companies, definitely take a few minutes and make sure, if you've got a couple of key doctors, maybe an internist, if you're expecting your OBGYN, or if you're trying to become pregnant, those are key people that you want to make sure are in the network. So take a few minutes, do that. If you're married or have a family, you want to look for your spouses and your kids' doctors as well, and then do that. Also, a lot of employers now offer vision plans, so if you haven't used your vision benefits this year, you may want to go get that done, have your eyes checked, get new glasses or contacts. I actually discovered something for me personally. I am very, very nearsighted, legally blind without my glasses or contacts. And I found out that my contacts were considered medically necessary by my insurance company, so I don't have to pay for them, which is wonderful, because I now have to have bifocal contacts. Yes, that'll make you feel old. And so I get those for free, and well, with the cost of my vision insurance, which is a lot less than those contacts. So you want to do that. The other thing, if you have an opportunity to purchase long-term disability through your workplace, this is coverage that if you can't work due to an illness or injury, whether at work or whether on the weekends, or you get something like cancer or something like that and you can't work anymore, disability will pay you while you're recovering or while you can't work. So that's really key insurance that if you have the option to purchase, generally speaking, you can get a policy on it standalone, but it's a lot cheaper if you can get it through your employer. Short-term disability can be good, especially if you're just in the early stages and you don't have a good emergency fund, or if you know you're going to have some surgery and going to be out a while. Short-term disability can kick in and help you out in those pinches. And then dental insurance, same thing. If you've been putting off going to the dentist because the pandemic, now's a good time to schedule that, get those teeth cleanings done. Just make sure you don't have any unresolved issues there. And then just go through it. It'll help you out. And then while you're there and you're thinking about benefits, if you're not contributing to your 401k plan or 403b plan, if you're in the not-for-profit world, go ahead and start contributing there as well. If you're just getting started, and especially if you're under 40, I really encourage you to consider Roth contributions. And then most plans will have default contributions, so you don't even really have to get too worried about picking investment options. The key thing is to start contributing, and then if you know that you're going to get a pay increase in January, or you're going to get one, they always happen April 1st, a lot of plans give you the ability to sign up for an automatic increase at a specific time in the future. So maybe you're going to put in 3% now and you'll go to 5 or 6% on April 1st. And then you can have that happen each year until you hit like 12% of pay or 15% of pay. It's a great, easy way to do that and kind of take care of it, feel really good about yourself. You've got something done. But it's definitely, don't ignore it. And if you can take a wellness quiz to save some money on health insurance, do that. I've never known an employer that tracked people down for not being 100% truthful on those. I know that's why some people are nervous, because they don't want to admit that they never eat green vegetables, or maybe weigh a little bit more than they think they should. But whatever, it's good just to kind of have a fresh start on that, and those discounts really add up on your health insurance. So thanks for tuning in, and this is Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less, and go ahead and tackle those open enrollment tasks.